or what it is, or what's up,
What?
Couch Up Girl in the club.
In the club.
Man, we back again, man. Something to Say podcast, man. And I have a special guest. Like, this is my, you know what I'm saying, big sis. Like, representing her area, right? Represent what she do.
Big Clayton, Joko.
Woman of God, amen.
Amen.
Artist, hairstylist.
What a clarinetist.
Okay, clarinetist.
What
You in
else?
the band. You doing it all, you feel me? Fashion designer, basically.
I'm my own designer.
Yeah. But none other than Sasha. Everybody, SashathaGuardian. Welcome to the pod. It feel like we got a lot of people in here. But yeah, man, Sasha. So glad to have you here on Something to Say podcast. Like, honestly, it's been a long time coming for me because I feel like your personality and just our relationship really, like, it kind of, I guess you could say, like, we vibe off well. It's good energy every time we see each other, but to have you on a podcast is even bigger, you feel me? So it's a lot of people that don't know you here at Something to Say here at Winston in Florida, in Maryland, in Kansas, wherever y'all are viewing this, you feel me? We worldwide. Well, little baby say we global, you feel me? But wherever they viewing us at, tell them a little bit about yourself. First of all, you know what I'm saying? We in North Carolina, so what's your area code?
My area code is 919.
Okay, and 919, where that's at?
That's in Johnson County, Clayton. That is where I'm from. But a little about myself, I'm a firm believer in Jesus Christ, and I love him a lot. Like, he's God and directing my life. But other than that, with that love, I really try to take it on a day-by-day walk because it's an everyday process. Some days we got good days, some days we got bad days, but on an everyday neutral, like, I try to be reminded of the good gospels just by being myself. For sure.
Now, you say you're from Clayton. Where are you from?
Clayton,
North Carolina.
North Carolina.
Okay, Clayton, North Carolina. That's a small little area.
Yeah, but it's becoming a little bit
Where is
larger.
it close to?
Close by Raleigh.
Okay, Raleigh. Okay, and if they don't know, tell them your major and your classification.
My major is fine arts. I minor in psychology. I would love to be an art therapist.
An art therapist, okay. And what does an art therapist do?
An art therapist helps people to express their emotions through a creative aspect and teaching more people about their wellness. It's 7 dimensions of wellness that people should know about that a lot of people aren't so aware upon.
No, that's smooth. I ain't gonna lie. Okay, so you want to be an art therapist from Clayton County.
You said Clayton. It's Johnson County, bro.
Johnson County.
Get it right. Like, if you're gonna
she ain't gonna play. I ain't gonna lie. Like,
if you're gonna talk about where I'm from,
you're right. Hey,
say it with your chest.
All the people from Clayton, I apologize because I already know how y'all get in North Carolina, repping y'all people, repping y'all area. But from Clayton, North Carolina, and growing up there, how did you end up? What brought you to, what was your first? Was it art or was it doing hair? What came first?
It was art. I've been drawing, painting, doing all of that great stuff since I was 5 years old. I've been playing instruments since I started the 4th grade. And I've been doing hair since I was 15.
Now, some of the people may not know about your art, but girl, you can draw, you can paint, you can do all that. We have some examples. Some examples here.
Come on, Joe.
I'm gonna also put some on the screen. You're a real one. Shout out. Oh, Lord. But yeah, if y'all can see, it's a little bit in the frame, but this is some of the work she's done. And it's completely amazing. Like, one of the best, like, artists. And this is, like, free. What do they call it?
This is... This is just graphite. This is with a regular, like, a pencil.
You feel me? Shout out to black women. Black women doing things, doing it the right way.
Got to.
What made you get into art, though?
It's how I express myself. Thank you, Joe. I appreciate it. Oh, either. It's how I express myself. Really, at first, it was just something that was a fun hobby for me. Like, it was just really something to take away the time whenever I was little. But then I was like, oh, shoot, I actually like doing this. And then in my class, I was like, I'm actually getting better at it. So maybe this is something that I need to keep by me. But ever since I've, like, started growing with an age, like, I'm starting to notice how much I really need it as a form of communication. because not everything needs to be shared within the words that you say out to other people, because people can take that as a good thing or a bad thing. So within art, they just take it as, oh, I like that. That's inspired me. Let me buy it. So, like, you know what I mean? But like, other than that, I have not came to a place where I feel comfortable with selling my art, because a lot of my artwork is deep. So
for sure. Wow. And you know what's crazy? Like, sometimes I forget how much you do. Just like when I had Sanya on the podcast, I didn't really know how much he did, but he does a lot. Okay, so you're doing art, and then, like, bro, who are some of your favorite artists? Like, because I'm not really, that sped up on art or that, you know what I'm saying? So you could say like your all time, but give me like 5 artists that people, if they were to get into art, who they should look in.
I can give you 3, because I don't really have 5. My first one is Frida Calhoun. She is
Frida. That's the lady with the.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, nah, for real, I'm hip. I'm telling you, I'm hip.
But it's my top one because of the fact of her self-expression through her self-portraits. Mm-hmm. It really reflect upon how the period that she was going through, and just fearlessly, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of the times we hinder back on expressing ourselves because we don't know how other people felt. But Frida, she didn't care. Like, her nigga was cheating on her, and she put it out in the painting. And I was just like, you know what?
Frida was like that for real. Like, I think that's one of my favorite. Frida Kahlo. Who else?
Van Gogh.
Van Gogh. I know Van Gogh as well.
It's just his elegance within his painting. It's just like everything just seems so flowy. Like, and he doesn't do it. It's still abstract, but it's not. It's like you see the clear picture on there, but it's within his own style. It's just his own type of expression. And then the third one would have to be Aaron Douglas. I'm learning more about African American art because I've been in predominantly white education all my life. This is my first time going to HBCU. Ooh. And with that, like, learning a different experiences and all that stuff and how he expressed himself, and also during the Harlem Renaissance, like, it was a very big impact to our culture. So yeah.
Nah, that's smooth. Now y'all got it. Nah, y'all got to go look them up on your own. Now you hear? But those are some really solid artists, and I think you made a good point about having African American artists or black artists, whatever you call yourself. But as black people,
did you know that our African American artists literally fought for our rights through their artwork?
Talk about it.
So I find that to be so inspiring that our African American ancestors fought for our rights through our artwork, and even showing how the flag was bleeding through the different pieces of how white people have betrayed us and just kept us in a secular box with knowledge. You know what I'm saying? They express that through their art expression. I just find that to be absolutely amazing. So I hope and pray to God that he gives me the ability to be able to do that within myself, within my work.
Definitely. Okay. Moving on. You do art. Now you say going to a HBCU. Where you were transferred, correct?
Yeah, last semester.
Okay. Where's your what was the first school you came from?
I came from Mount Olive University. It's in a small town. I used to call it Pickle Town because it smelled like pickles every day. It was a private school. It was a great transitional spot for me, but could I stay there? Hell no. Like, I'm not doing it. But yeah.
Nah, cause
it's wiggling around.
Nah, it's gonna pick up on the mics.
Okay.
These cheap. I don't know. Sorry, but yeah. You can take it up. That's what I'm saying. It's gonna pick up on the mic. But we're gonna bring it right back, cause at the end of the day, that too.
Yeah. I was like, you want me to take this out too?
But okay. So you came from Mount Olive University. And was that a PWI?
Yes, it was. And then I transferred again to Fayetteville Technical Community College. So really, I was just with the old folks or high school folks. And that really humbled me because I was just at a school where a lot of people was trying to prove to themselves that they were actually something, you know what I'm saying? But then I went to a school where nobody cared. They just wanted to get their associates or they just wanted to transfer. So, like, during that time, like, I was just like, hey, I'm just here for a reason. Like, I don't got really anything else to come here for.
Definitely. What was one of the biggest things you noticed when you got to Winston? Like, the difference between your last school and then what is that? Yeah, what was one of the biggest differences when you transferred to schools that you noticed about Winston? One of the good things and one of the bad things.
The good thing is just the dynamic of community. Like, even though Winston really wants to promote a family dynamic here, we have different families here that really support whatever they want in their family as their values, you know what I'm saying? And I still love that. Like, at first, I was just like, I thought we were all a family, but there's still family dynamics here, but they just are different, you know what I mean? So everybody, I learned to accept that.
Right, everybody got their own little, you feel me, little crew. But at the end of the day, it is still a very family environment.
Yeah.
What do you feel like is one of the things Winston needs to work on? Because you came here as a transfer. What do you think one of the things they could do better? Or at least listen? Listening
and understanding. You got to meet people where they're at, no matter who you come into, like, because you never know where people are coming from or the things that they may have been through previous before coming here. And that's one thing that I had to come to myself to know, that not everybody is going to listen. So how are you going to conduct yourself? Are you going to continue to be like them and just like, whatever, I don't care about none of that? Or are you going to be like, oh, okay, I'm just going to do what's best for me?
Right. That's smooth. Now, you transferred. When did you start doing hair?
I started doing hair.
What's your business called? What is it?
Mama Oso.
Mama Oso. Shout out to Mama Oso Locks. When did you start doing locks and start doing hair and stuff like that?
I started doing hair when I was 15. I started my business when I was 17. I started doing hair because my mom Hairstyles won't it. Like, I'll be having like the small curls in the front. It just won't give it. Like, so I was just like, you know what, forget it. I was actually working in a beauty supply store at the time, and I was just like, I'm just gonna, every paycheck I got, like, I'll just use it to make sure my hair was not. Every single week, I'll just try different hairstyles. Some hair will fall out on the floor when I was in school, so I did it. I don't care. But now I came to a place where none of my locks or anything come out. So, but with having a business, it also humbled me too, because you are interacting with so many different people. You don't know what clientele coming through your door. But other than that, I take it as a time just to be real with folks, because not a lot of people get those experiences. So.
Oh, that's good. That's good, sister. What do you feel like is one of the biggest lessons that doing hair has taught you? And what do you feel like is one of the biggest lessons you learned, doing hair? And what is one of the biggest lessons you learned doing art?
It's not always about the money. That's like the biggest one. It's not always about the money or you getting more money from off of the things that you are doing, because even though you have a great talent that can make you income, that's awesome. A lot of people have those talents, that want to be better at those talents. It's how you are operating your business and your clientele while you're providing them with your talent, because if you're not providing them with common courtesy or respect or anything, they're not going to want to come back to you, so you're not getting money. Because of the fact that you're not building bonds and relationships with your clientele. So I try with each clientele that I have, some may want to be my friends, some may not. Who cares? I don't care. But like, my thing in the matter being is, I still want to create a safe place with them to know that they can always come back again.
Wow. That's good, right?
Nobody be thinking about that. They
sure.
just feel like, oh, I just want the bag. Yeah, you can get the bag, but do you have a bond so they can keep on coming back?
She just blessing me, I don't know if she blessing y'all, but I'm just sitting here listening. I think I'm amazed, because how did me and you meet?
Bro, I think it was just in the flats, because I was living there for a month. Had to make.
Oh yeah, I kept seeing you here and there. You feel me? I just seen you on Facebook, but I never knew you was
there for real.
Yeah, I didn't know you lived there, and yeah, I'm glad I met you though, Sasha.
We just became bro and sis like automatically. We were just like, you know what? You seem like a cool person. Actually, if you really want to be honest, you were in my room with my other roommate.
True.
And I was just like, he was like, "Is that your painting right there?" And I was just like,
"Oh, that's kind of how the first right."
He's like, "Is that your painting?" I was like, "Yeah, that's my painting." He was like, "This is amazing!" Like, oh my gosh! I was like, Thank you, brother.
Right.
Like, you seem cool. I dapped them up. I just left out there.
One of the things, the reason I seen that the painting was so like smooth, and it was one of your portraits about your friends and all your loved ones that have passed away, correct?
Yes.
And
Just as a love
the reason I'm glad you brought that up, because that's what I want to talk about.
Of course.
One of your best paintings is a portrait, and it's like of all your friends and all that. Talk about how losing your friends inspired you to make that portrait, because you know I've lost a lot of friends due to violence, due to things like that. You know what I'm saying, in Jacksonville, but I never thought, you know what I'm saying, to put it on a portrait to, you know what I'm saying. What inspired you to do that, and how do you move forward knowing that you know that your friends and that your loved ones are gone?
First and foremost, I would love to say long live Alex, long live Christina, long live Sincere, long live Kaylin, and long live Trev and Malik. I love all of them most dearly, and anybody else that's passed away from Johnson County. But other than that, during the time of whenever I was a freshman in college and I transitioned to where I am now, I've had 6+ people pass away due to gang violence and murder and stuff like that, or due to envious behavior or any type of setup in that manner. But other than that, like, those times I really had to seek out for help.
Right.
Because, like, I wasn't understanding, like, these are people close, these are people that I grew up with that are literally like my family, but we just went to school together, but we're still family. Like, we're locked in. It don't matter how long we haven't spoke to each other. Like these are the people that I am similar towards. So, like, why are they passing away so quickly? And I had to ask God, like, am I risking my life like this? Or, like, what am I doing? What am I doing that I could be a little bit better? Like, I don't understand. And God really awakened my spirit whenever my friend Alex passed away. He told me already, like, you're a kind-hearted person.
Okay. We're back, technical difficulties. But you were talking about your friend and how that inspired you.
Yeah.
And I think it's great, Sasha, because, like I said, coming from Jacksonville and stuff like that.
And I actually used to live in Florida.
What part?
Jacksonville.
Oh, yeah, you
My
did.
dad's from there.
Yeah. You did? Okay. What part?
He's just Jacksonville,
Oh,
right?
no,
he had my dad. Like, I only lived there for 2 years when I was a baby.
I know. You ain't know what part he was from?
Jacksonville, Florida.
West side of town.
You act like I know it was 2. Like, I don't talk to my dad no more.
That's true.
He's still down there.
Nah, that's good though about like art and stuff, and I feel like that's what really art is. The purpose is like to really tell your story, and I feel like you've done a great job, and not only a great job, like you still bringing your friends and your life into it to where like you can inspire and you can what's the word used, like
inspire?
No, not just inspire, but like it's like you're honoring your friends too.
Yeah, lifting them up in honor, because that's all that they deserve, because their lives were taken away due to hatred.
Right.
So all that I could do while I'm still living is continue to honor them, even with my family folks, like, because like you leave from home and your mom's just like, you make sure you do good, you know what I'm saying? You're lifting your mother up in honor. So I'm doing the same thing for my friends while they in heaven. I'm down here on earth doing the best thing I can do, just to know that their names are still being advocated for no matter what.
Right. You hear me? You hear me? She gonna talk. One thing she gonna do, Sasha gonna give you some game. All right, back to the hiddle.
All right.
So look, we're gonna play 2 games, but one game we're gonna play is one gotta go. You feel me?
One gotta go.
Yeah, cause it's like we give you like 4 choices. You feel me? And then in them 4 choices, you gotta make that decision to drop one of them. You can keep 3, but one gotta go. But this edition of one gotta go, this edition is gonna deal with hairstyles. Okay.
Oh.
Now I don't know if what is your, and we're gonna do men. You think men is okay, or you rather do women? Okay, men hairstyles. I don't know you guys and y'all preferences. Y'all preferences with what you would like your men to wear, but this is what we're gonna do. Okay, ready? All right, we gonna do Waves for sure. That's just the waves. You got, you know what I'm saying, a little cut, but like spinning. Like top tier spinning. Okay.
Yeah.
Next we got, of course, we got locks, but I'm talking about healthy locks, like, you know what I'm saying.
No big spots.
Not the wicks that I got. Not the they healthy, but they just pray for them, man.
You just need to come to me.
And then okay, so we got waves, we got locks. She's so funny though. We got waves, we got locks, we got braids.
Okay.
So we talking about cornrows, you feel me? Pop smoke braids, but like the nicest braids you got. So you got waves, locks, braids, and there's one more. What's one more? The baldy.
This nigga said the baldy.
I'm trying to figure out what's another hairstyle that's like.
I mean, there's nothing really up.
The sponge.
Free
Good choice. Yeah. Hey, y'all don't know, but my dog back here, we got a research team now. Shout out to Something to Say Productions, dog. We got a research team, videographer. Hey, man. Okay, so this is the choices. Waves, locks, braids, and like temp fade, yeah. So like a regular hairstyle,
And you know, I've also tried a lot of those styles too.
Right.
So, and how many can I pick?
You can only pick one. Gotta go.
One gotta go.
Yes. So 3 can stay. 1 gotta go.
Okay. The first one that can really go is the sponge.
Hold on, wait, no. Listen, you supposed to say which ones can stay.
Oh, really?
First, yes, that's how you do it.
I didn't know. You didn't give me like the order.
1 gotta go. So for me, with the 1 gotta go when it come to hairstyles, because I don't have all of them. The one that gotta stay for me, like the biggest hairstyle that you can choose, is like, dang Joe, you so man, low key, we chilling on, we in the crib, you feel me? We in the library, like, you know, we bit chilling. Got my dog Jaden. Shout out to the research team. Shout out to the videography team. Yeah.
On camera with it.
Yo, Joe, you the
Bro, you gotta show your face too. So
you do. They know Joe. Hey man, they know Joe, man. Okay, for my choice, the first one that's gotta stay would be locks. Like, for me, I feel like locks is bigger than like, okay, and and I'm gonna make this clear. Y'all ain't gonna like me. I call them dreads. Reason I call them dreads is this reason why. When I grew up, I was born in 02. Okay, so think about that time. When I was growing up, and think about where I grew up at. So after I moved from Maryland, it wasn't Maryland. It was like, I mean, dudes had dreads, but it was my cousin did have dreads. But once I moved to Florida, whole different ball game, brother. Everybody had dreads. So for me, I never looked at dreads as being dreadful. I never looked at as it in that type of way. Whatever them slave masters were saying, it's not that deep for me. I feel like it's deeper on a good part. Dreads, bruh, locks, whatever you want to call them. They're like, so it's like, for me, it's a sense of pride, sense of power when I have my hair and the way I got it. You feel me? Like, and it's the way you wear your hair to show how much you care about yourself. You feel me? Like, if your locks looking all type of crazy, your wigs looking all type of crazy, then that tell a lot about yourself. Yeah. But for me, it's like, you know, Sam's in about a lot of stuff. But for me, it's a pride thing. Like, I love dreads. I always wanted them. So for me, dreads first on the stay. You feel me? That was a long spill. We gonna keep it rolling. Second one I gotta stay is the braids. I had braids probably one time. The braids. Some of y'all, man, your braids too small, man. We gotta stop. Jay, you have a good size. You feel me? Like, Jayden's braids is like regular. But some of y'all had these little teeny tiny small. We gotta stop.
The one thing that
we gotta start somewhere.
But this is what I'm saying though.
The one thing that really
you break it down, hairstylists. Please give these Negroes some game.
One thing you really should do is you should always blow dry out your client's hair first before you ever like just go ahead and start with it, because we're Black people, we have shrinkage. So
yes, I have a lot of
you want to get the longest length that you should have possible so they can be satisfied. But always put heat protectant and everything else in your client's hair so their hair doesn't break off or anything as such. But actually, the braids are tough though.
No, I like the braids.
Depending on your length.
On the length, like, don't get braid no, we're not finna.
Okay, so what about the locks then? When people got the little roaches?
When you got short, just cover your head. You see what I got on? Just get a do rag or whatever. Just don't, because you will get ranked on. Like, that's just what's going to happen. You either going to get on, whatever y'all call it, ranking. We call it ranking in Jacksonville, Jonah, whatever, like, roasted. Yeah, fool. You will get, dealt with. So it's up to you. It's on your risk. Because when I come from a place like, bro, we ranking on you like steady, whatever you got. Even with the Wix, because some people don't like Wix. You feel me?
Can you explain what Wix is for people that are
Oh
not
my gosh. Okay. Wix is how you doing? No. I'll put a picture of Wix up. But it's like thicker. It's thicker hair, basically. Yeah. So this
4C.
Yeah, so it's like just thicker hair that's put into. It's like they all braided or twisted into a couple of them, like 4. You know what I'm saying? So it's just plait. They call them plaits too. So just but you generally see them on somebody from different between counties of Florida, and North Carolina actually has a couple people that have wigs, but for the most part, Miami and Dade County, Duval County, any county in Florida.
Have you ever been to Miami?
Nah, I'm going this spring break though.
That's cool.
We're gonna live it up. We're gonna live it up, man. By myself, I don't know. I need some. If you want to go to Miami, man, I'm going by myself. I need a crew, man. I need somebody. You feel me? Slide with me.
We're doing like a spring break thing.
Yeah, they're gonna have a little. You feel me? But the last one, I'm sorry. The one I gotta go for me is Waves. Like the reason why. This is what I'm saying.
You're terrible.
The reason why. I never got to get Waves, so I'm gonna hate on you niggas. All right,
So you
listen,
a hating ass nigga.
You gotta understand.
You never had a 360.
Hey, bring the camera. We gonna act like this camera just got closer, okay? Like the shot just went in. To everybody that grew up black, y'all know when y'all mama got you in that chair and you had all your hair, you was excited, you was growing out your hair, and she just cut it all off.
No, for real.
That number one. I'm not even talking about Waves. I'm basically just talking about the baldy. That thing, that's the worst thing. They like, bruh, my mom never let me grow out my hair. Like, never.
Really?
Yeah, bruh, I always had.
So sorry.
Like, the most hair I had was, like, Joe's hair, like, you feel me? A tent fade, basically.
I can't grow mine out of 8th grade.
Huh?
I used to have straight skin since 8th grade.
That's what I'm saying. Skinhead, like, and I'm talking about the fresh one. Flat top. Now, look, yes, bro. Like, they will. That's what I'm saying. Like, don't come in there looking any kind of way, bro. They will neck you, my boy. And I'm talking about family pack. You know what I mean? Ow. That's crazy. I'm gonna let it slide. What's the one gotta go for you though with Hairstyles?
One gotta go. It's the. I'm sorry to say this, but I just like in middle school they said like the sponge. It's the thought cut. Like I just
The
personally,
thought cut. Oh,
I have it for myself. But I'm trying to grow out my hair.
So is it? Do you feel like this is a stigma where dudes with locks or thoughts as well? Because I'm starting to get that. Like
dudes with locks or thoughts.
Yeah.
I've never heard that.
Well, not even that, but like okay.
I mean, I know there's a stigmatism with dark skin and locks.
No. You know what? Moving on.
The light skinned ladies they love dark skinned niggas with locks. So
we got one more game we gonna play before we get out of here. But dang, that cookie look good, Joe. You know what I mean? Yes, bro.
You want a cookie?
Hey, yeah, caught that bit. But Jaden, no, my bad. Research team. This is the one got it. This is the second game we have. It's called Song Association. Okay. Here, now, like I tell every guest that come on here, we don't care if you can sing. Either you gonna sing or you gonna sing, like, or you can hum. You know what I'm saying? Or you can say the words. But the point of the game is whatever word that the research team yells out, you have to come up with the title of the name, the title of the song. Like that word has to be in the title of the song. Or listen, or the name or the word can be in the song. So for example, if he yells out free, then you could be like, duh, duh, I say 5 in the morning, and because the title of the song is Free Mind. So does that give you a good free mind? We can do it. All right, let's do it.
I'm not gonna sing the song.
Let's do a test run. Let's do a test run. Research team, are you there? Yes. I'm ready. Okay, here we go. Like. I like. Don't stop now. I like. Okay, yeah, bro. One thing about Sasha, she gonna bring the energy for sure. Okay, so you get it now.
Yeah.
Okay, but you gotta beat me to it. So you only get 10 seconds. Yeah, whoever say it first get the point.
Right.
So that was practice round. Here we go. We tracking the points down here. I'm gonna start. Listen, I gotta get my editing game up, y'all. Y'all pray for me. Here we go. Oh no, you good? You ain't gotta really time it for real. I was joking. Yeah, we be taking forever.
I'm waiting.
Ready?
Candle. Candle. Come on, man.
Oh.
Candles. Skip.
Alright. Fast.
You know I drive too fast, move too
Fast, too fast. Ain't no such thing as too fast for me.
It's Brett Fires. Too fast.
Brett Fosby. I'll be like, oh, okay, yeah. I hear you, Sandra. Okay. Yes, sir. Wait, you want hard? What's that song?
Too hard.
Been too close, you gon' run and drown off this way. Moving out of soul. I've been on the road, don't think.
Didn't you say
I
hard?
said heart.
Heart. Oh. And you break my heart. Yeah. Or you can do heart for sale.
Yeah, you could do some things in
Did that nigga say I want to say?
Y'all know about that.
My bad, gang. All right, gang.
Alright, next one is boom.
Boom. Take it to the boom room. Yeah. Roddy Rich, yeah. I don't know about the boom room. To the
got that
upper
wrong.
room.
Only. No.
Bruh, I feel like only is like it's a big song, but I can't think.
Wait, one night only. You know, one night only. That's another song. Summer song.
Joe looked at me crazy when I said only. What's a big song that's
One
only?
night only.
Yeah. Next one.
They know what I'm talking about.
Mama.
Mama.
We did Mama already. Next song. We did it in another episode. Sorry. We did.
No, we did not.
No, in another. Like, you gonna see the next when the episodes come up. Car. Next.
Alright. Heaven.
Let's go. I gotta get myself together, cause I got somewhere to go. And I'm praying when I get there. I mean, everyone. 3 parts. I wanna go to heaven. Do you wanna go to heaven?
Damn.
That's a classic.
Yeah, that's a classic, bro.
Yeah, I don't know how you're going into it.
Give me 2 more.
Dangerous.
You in the vibes is contained. I know you looking through them angles. You in the fiction.
I gotta find a good one.
That's what
I'm
it
gonna
is.
say crazy.
Crazy is a bro. We're missing so many songs.
I
Crazy.
got one off the top of my head.
Crazy in love. No.
No.
But that's
What's the song you got?
but that Nardo song, like crazy. Bitch trying to have my baby. Bitch trying to have my baby.
Oh.
She hit me. You know?
Yeah, I don't listen. Shout out to Nardo Wick, man. Shout out to the city. Shout out to 904. But I don't listen to Nardo Wick like that.
Yeah, I don't listen to
That's kind of crazy.
We Sadie Hendrix over here, bro. Put a little poppin'.
So, late.
Late.
L-A-T-E.
L-A-T-E. Late.
You got the class late.
Late at night.
15 minutes ago.
Late at night. Kiss me in the morning and late at
Yeah,
night.
you looking my butt.
We can come over and over and over.
All right, next. Continue.
One more, man. For the
One more.
something good.
Something really good.
Phone.
Phone.
We already did phone. Next one. I swear, I'm telling you, we done did phone 1,000 times.
All right. Show.
Show. Joe, what's the word for show? Show.
A song for show?
A song for show. Dang, just that what's the name? Show. Got nothing for show. Give me another one.
Chandler.
You said Chandler.
Man, no.
Nigga,
man,
what?
I'm going twist. I'm looking on
Twist.
the list, bro. I'm just saying.
What's
the
that?
first thing I see.
Twist. Don't Keith Sweat got a song with Twist in it?
I don't listen to
Twisted. What's that song? How'd that go?
I'm not telling you, I'm researching.
Say
No, it's Twisted. Look, okay. I have the song Twisted. Crowd, can you give me a hand? He said,
Can you give me a hand?
Twisted. What's
Yeah,
that?
big hand.
What's that? What? Okay, we messed up.
Twisted something.
What is? How does it go?
Nigga, I forgot.
This nigga don't know Keith Sweat.
On the research team.
We don't know the thing on song.
Give me one more song. We so sweet. Bill.
This is peer pressure. I don't like it.
But this isn't good. We can't end off on the right note. What a
Back to back. Oh, back to back.
whoa.
Back to back.
I was gonna say back to life, back to reality. Let's go back, back to reality. Man, you such a vibe. Shout out to Sasha for coming on the pod with us, man. You such a vibe. I did. My bad, gang violence. Gotta make up a secret handshake though. Yeah, you feel me? Yes, sir. But yeah, man. Shout out to Sasha. You such a kind soul. Anything before you name anything coming up and anything new and who you want to shout out and all that stuff. Any encouraging advice you want to give to somebody right now that is watching? Currently, we might be 23. We might be 23 minutes in. We still ain't 30 minutes. 30 minutes was big with Joe, and we did like an hour with Saye.
Wow, that's good.
Now we've been doing. I think we had 20. We might be at 40. I don't know. Hey, what Drewski said? He was like, we at 40. She like get to 50. But nah, any encouraging like news you want to get to somebody that may be going through something or that may be trying to start with their hair, start with their art, or just start with anything. What's some encouraging advice to give to somebody who's starting their business in college or in high school?
Never let outside opinions dictate how you want to express yourself. When it comes to who you are, you have to own who you are with confidence, or you never can be different. Because we live in a world where everybody wants to be like everybody else, so you gotta find something that really steps out to make you the creative being that God made you.
That was simple. I thought you should have preached. Can we clap it up? Hey, I like that, bro. Jaded. The mics are gonna pick up, bro. He just don't think. This is a character.
Thank
if he
you,
get on the
research
fire,
team. We appreciate it.
Thank you, research team. Shout out to research team and the videographic team. But yeah, man, wow, Sasha. How do you feel? Oh yeah, how do you feel on? Because we never asked the women. This is good. That's why I like to keep rolling sometimes. Because you never know. Hey man, how are you doing mentally and your mental health? Rate the 1 to 10. Your mental health.
1 to 10. I'm just gonna put it at a 7. Every day is a choice to become better, and I'm choosing everyday captive that God gives to me. So not every day is the best, but I'm doing what I can.
That's good, bro. That's good. Yes! We have more people in the studio coming at you live, bro. I can't wait to be on the radio and be like, yeah, coming at you live. Ooh, when we do a live show, Joe, it'll be smooth. No, not like live on Instagram, like 85 South, my boy. We gonna be in that bit. Yeah, loose leg. They go loose leg. They go. We gotta have Jaded on that bit.
You like,
we finna just be hyped, but yeah. Any upcoming? You like the background? That's smooth. Any upcoming things you got? Anything else you want to talk about? Cause I mean, we covered a lot, but you my dog, so we can talk for a little bit. What time is it? In 30 minutes? Oh, you're right. Okay. Well, we got 10 minutes. Anything else? Anything you want to ask me? Y'all don't never come on here.
You know what, Greg? I actually have something to ask you.
Oh, Lord. I'm scared.
Because you're my brother. Like,
right.
So with this podcast that you have, what is the goal? Like, what is the mission that you want to serve for this podcast? Because you popped out with it like, hello, I'm Greg. I'm here having a podcast. So, like, why?
First of all, man, this is good. This is great. Okay. First of all, y'all know I gotta shout out my city, man, cause you ain't even asked me rep my area, man. Rep the area code.
What's your area code, man?
240-904. Hold on. What up? 708-202. Nah, what you mean?
It's 919.
Yeah, 704 is y'all. 708, I believe that's Miami. I don't know, but I was about to start naming like the area codes where I'm at. You feel me? But
had to admire.
As they having a whole tour back there. Y'all see the background on the background smooth.
Great Winston.
Shout out to the videographic team. Shout out to the.
What's
But nah,
your area code?
Jay.
Oh,
This nigga tripping.
Yeah, go ahead again.
But nah, man. The ultimate goal with this podcast is to give young people a voice. That was probably the first thing. Because when I made this podcast, I was like 17. People don't really know. Yeah, I made this in high school. We ain't had no mics. We ain't have nothing. I just had a vision type beat, and I kept putting that vision down. Like I kept suppressing it throughout high school, throughout college. And things didn't start to click until after I transferred to Kansas, and I started realizing how God was ordering my steps to do poetry, to do music, and then the podcast came about with the people who told me they were watching my stuff, and I had did it over the summer, but I realized I was missing out on so many opportunities to do it, to put people on. So this podcast is really just to put people on, put them on game about the people that I know, about the businesses that we have here in Winston, but it's a networking thing. Like, it's so many great people here in Winston. And I didn't really, when I first made the podcast, it was really, we was just talking on topics.
Yeah.
But once I figured out, there's a way and a structure to do this, watching Kev on stage, watching 85 South Show. That's why I couldn't do everything at one time, just making a podcast out of nowhere. Because when I made the podcasts weren't that big.
Yeah.
Like, it was 18. Everybody didn't have a mic how they do now.
Of course.
But I feel like with this podcast, it's about putting people on. Like, if y'all tune in for real, like, if y'all have the decency and if we have some type of appeal and people actually watch this, bro, this is going to be one of the biggest things. Like, I don't know, bro. Like, Joe, once he gave me the fuel behind my back, I was like, bro, I'm really down playing this. Like, this is really going to be something big and just an opportunity for people to see other people's businesses. But y'all young, though, and we're all here at school. Like, it's so awesome seeing everybody's business. But are you promoting it for real? Are you supporting it? Are we supporting black businesses? So, especially in Black History Month, which we're getting ready to be in March. But, you know, it's just for y'all. Like, it's for y'all to come on here and to show that y'all are not just business owners, but regular people, too.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, yeah, so.
So I have a question, because, you know, a lot of people, they want to know more about, like, relationship advice and all that types of good stuff
Joe,
with men and women and stuff like that.
They keep pulling me into the you, Sasha.
Like,
I think Sonya asked me something.
Hey, when are you going to bring that on the show? Like, having different perspectives, maybe like a big group. I don't
When
know.
am I
Like,
gonna
how do
have
you
somebody
feel
to
about
talk about?
expressing that?
One thing for sure my friends told me, because off the camera I talk about relationships all the time. Like, I was steady,
That's what we
wanting to get in a relationship, steady, trying to deal with not different girls at one time, but steady trying to make a decision. What is more important, my health or my mental health, or trying to get in a relationship? So,
Can I rebuttal onto that?
go ahead.
Really, like, because I am in a relationship right now, but, like, that's not even a choice. That shouldn't even be a choice whenever
Right.
you're with the right person.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because you guys are moving together as well.
Right, y'all are one.
Yeah.
Relationship advice I can give y'all for today is I think I already said be a friend, but enjoy your singleness. How about that?
Yes.
Enjoy being single. Enjoy your freedom, because when you get in a relationship, it ain't always peaches and cream.
It's not.
Just enjoy being single. Enjoy going out to the events by yourself. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy your sanity, your happiness, because when you get in a relationship, you're not necessarily signing the contract or anything. I think that's more have to do with marriage, but it's just an agreement, everyday agreement that we're going to do this together. You know what I'm saying? So I just say enjoy your singleness. I think for me, the reason I said not choosing between mental health or anything, or not choosing between that, but more like choosing my happiness. I think I'm always going to be mentally fine or mentally stable. I'm just not finna deal with disrespect or deal with confusion.
Being whole within yourself or being whole with another
Right,
person.
right. So
that
for
person
me,
got to have the same values as you.
for me, I think one of the reasons I didn't understand why I was single or why I'm single now is just because, like, I'm always happy by myself, but, like, people can't match that same energy with me, or they don't bring that same vibe. Everybody can't match my vibe. Everybody can't match my weirdness. Everybody, dang, there you go. Okay, it's still okay. We back. Took a little break. We had to get some Chick-fil-A and all that stuff, but
Oh my gosh, that was.
nah, everybody can't match my everybody can't match my energy. Basically, is the thing, and everybody doesn't deserve. I realize everybody doesn't deserve your energy and your time, and it is okay to say no as a man. You don't have to take every.
No,
you don't have to take
real.
every opportunity to knock a girl down, smash her, whatever you want to call it. You don't have to take that every opportunity because all coochie ain't good coochie. So for me, for
that
me
too. But all PP ain't good PP neither.
for sure. But that's what I'm trying to get people to understand is the intimacy in sex and the intimacy in cuddling, the intimacy in doing anything. For me, one of the things that I feel like soul ties, which I'll say soul ties, which I don't believe in, to the point where if it's sex, it's just a transfer of energy and spirit, not soul ties. Soul ties for me is when we do certain stuff that is intimate, but we're still friends or we're still like, so for example, cuddling, soul ties. Y'all niggas don't realize that. Think about it. Think about all the girls you cuddle. Think about the way you want to cuddle. Think about the way you want to be cuddled. Cuddling is a soul tie. Second soul tie is quality time. Like all the things of love language that you do that's the soul tie. So when a girl give you something, when a girl does something for you and you realize it and you make it important in your heart, that's you like emotionally, spiritually, mentally, you'll be like, dang, like, because for me, it's the small stuff. Like for example, if I fall asleep on the phone with you, or we fall asleep together, and it ain't no sex, ain't no nothing, we just falling asleep, we just cuddling and stuff like that. It's a soul tie for me because I let you in my space for like you in my whole bed, like you with me, you feel me? Like that's why I feel like it's a soul tie. Just certain stuff that doesn't have to do with sex. Sex is the last thing. Because it's an intimate thing.
You're creating a bond, like that's pretty much the biggest thing. Like you're creating a bond together that seems as though that it can turn into a longevity relationship. But my thing is like you have to protect your heart by having boundaries for yourself.
Right.
If you don't let people know how you carry yourself, this is being whole in singleness. Whenever you're whole in singleness and how you carry yourself and you know what you're worth, you can be able to show that within yourself, and whoever is coming to you got to match up to the bar or show that they're showing themselves by advocating for their worth the same way as you are. Like for me, I'm a young black woman. I have my own business. I am a creative mastermind. I'm
you
a
got
scholar.
Your own motion.
I'm doing my own motion. So what is my man's doing? He
gotta bring the same type of motion you got.
He cut hair. He's in the band.
Right.
Like
exactly.
He's a scholar. He's doing everything he needs to do as well too.
Shout him out, man. They don't know you single. We thought you was single. We didn't know you was together.
I love you. But other than that, like we brought that bond together, and now he also does graphic design too. He's an artist as well. We brought that bond together. Now we just working to maintain it because there's still haters that gonna see you be like, dang. But
so y'all heard the sermon here. All right. So the advice for the day.
Yeah.
Enjoy your singleness, but if you're gonna be in a relationship, make sure
know your worth.
Know your worth, and the second thing or the first thing for being in a relationship is maintain your mutuality.
Yes.
Had to take an intermission. Another intermission, like a fourth intermission.
We trying to keep it on the game too.
The game. Shout out to the boys basketball team, man. Representing they the ones less laughing. CIAA, but okay. So we were talking about singleness and then mutuality, but just to close things out with the relationship part, bro. Just be happy, like generally be happy, and always remember to put yourself first, and remember your worth, kings, because you know what I'm saying. Don't settle, guys. Like we have a lot of choices here in Winston. One thing I would tell you, don't settle, and realize this is a small school, smaller than you think. The girl you talking to today could be the other girl. The next girl you talk to tomorrow, they friends, and then they friends. So remind yourself that this is a small campus, bro. You only got limited choices. I think as a man in Winston, your 4 years here, even though dudes have probably talked to more girls than like 5 girls, but I think you probably only got like, if you're a smart dude, not you just out here, depending on like when girls come in, when they come out, you could probably only talk to like 5, 7. More than 7 girls? No, this is what I'm saying. Like, no, I'm saying like in the whole 4 years. In the whole 4 years,
like
you could
7?
probably only talk to like 7. Like without them girls start to like talk about you and stuff. Like, be like, oh, he ain't
talking about just going to flow.
I like 5.
5, like that, like though, for real. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, the whole 4 years. So like, you only got a limited amount of choices, bro.
Yeah.
Stay woke.
But my 2 cents on mutuality and singleness, I've been through a period of singleness for like a year and a half, And what I learned from it is staying cold to yourself and exploring how much you're worth onto the Lord's eyesight, because the Lord sees you differently how you see yourself. So if you align up your values to whomever you may serve,
yes,
God,
that's
whoever,
good.
It doesn't matter.
That's good, bro.
Just understand whom you're serving and match up to their values. So whoever you want to be with in mutuality, y'all can set that bar together, because you guys are together for a reason, to bond, so you guys can create a movement together. You know what I'm saying?
That's good.
But understand in college that you didn't come here just to mack up.
Facts,
we
bro.
Paid to be here, and half of the BS that we
and I know my mama looking at me like, nigga, like out of state, you better get it together.
No cap, but like we come here for education first, so make sure your priorities are above a human being. And your priorities should be you in there, but whomever you serve comes before that. And however you want to put your values or boundaries, whatever, however you want to place that, that's how you place it. But just know that you have to put those in importance.
That's good. I like that way to end it off right. Any upcoming things you got? Any people you want to shout out, and your social media and all that stuff?
Shout out to God, most importantly. I thank you for all the things that you've given me. But other than that, shout out my family and my friends and loved ones. Long live all my angels that are in heaven, and my big mama too. She's a great woman. So yeah.
Oh, I was gonna ask you, is there any beefs in between Bray and her and all that? But I ain't gonna ask that.
Yeah, that's confidential.
But your social media and stuff like that.
Social media is SashathaGuardian. That's my main account. Braiding
hey man,
account,
talking to the mic.
Oh,
mic over there.
Sorry. Braiding account is mama.oso. Please, I always run deals too. I understand that we're college students, so prices are cost efficient, and
money's
my
tight.
styles is really like that. So check it out.
She definitely can do her look. All this gonna be right here. And I'm saying, Mama also braids. You did SashathaGuardian.
That's where my artwork is on everything.
Any upcoming projects you got going? Anything,
Projects, I actually want to start doing commissions for people that really help out around on campus at Winston-Salem State. So the Royal Court, SGA, and all that stuff. I want to start doing like a self-portrait of you guys, just to advocate for you guys, so you can put out your bios on there so people can know more about you, and so I can really broaden out my sketching, because I'm actually getting really good, so it gives me more practice.
Yeah, when is your art? I want to go to one of your
That's in my senior year. My senior year's next semester.
So that's when you're going to do an art showing?
In the spring. Next spring.
I'm excited for it. But thank you, Sasha, so much for coming on the pod.
Thank you.
Friend of the pod, family of the pod. And like I said, man, y'all know what it is, man. Something to say. Coming at you every Monday on all platforms. Y'all know where to reach me at. _GEEMONEYY another underscore.
G-Money.
Don't ask me why I made it like that. And then for the social media, bruh, I want to get my old social media account back. It literally got more followers on there. Like, I'm so sad. No, like, it's okay, bruh. It's a girl that got it. Like,
we're not going to go deep into this.
I know, but, like, bro, like, I'm mad right now, like, because I want to reach more people.
Why do you do this?
And I can't invite a collaborator, Joe. But
Okay.
I know. So y'all, but the way to reach me is something to say Productions. SUM 2 SAY Productions, PROD. Y'all know how to spell Productions. But yeah, thank y'all for watching another episode. Joe's ready to cut. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Appreciate it. Love y'all. See y'all next week.